Hello, this is Steve Thoele, Principal Broker with Premier Property Group, and bringing you another weekly update on the McMinnville Oregon real estate market. This update is going to cover the last 6 weeks of market activity, ending this past Sunday, June 3rd. So hope all of you had a wonderful 4th of July holiday. So I'm going to share my screen with you now and go through the info with you. So I always do, we'll look at active listings first. So last week in McMinnville, we had 13 new properties come on the market, and you can kind of see that's been holding very steady over this past month. In terms of total listings, we ended up the week at 46 active listings. That's down just a couple from the week prior. The median price and days on market for those actives, you can kind of see that that's been trending up over the past 6 weeks. Last week, it has been holding at 610,000. And then days on market, you can kind of see has increased, had a low of 11, and this last couple of weeks, it's been right at 20. So things are staying on the market a little longer than they were in the past. Moving along to pending sales. This last week, I showed we had 12 new pendings in McMinnville. And again, that's been, in general, holding pretty steady across the last 6 weeks here. Up from 7 the week prior. And then in terms of total pendings, again, you can kind of see it's been very steady over the past 6 weeks. It's been, plus or minus right around 90 homes in pending status over the 6 weeks. And then the median price days on market for that, for the pendings, it's been very steady again over this past month at right around 525,000. And then days on market, was at 7 for about 4 weeks. Those last couple of weeks, it's dropped down to 6. So, homes that are getting into pending status are still going pending relatively quickly within a week. And then lastly, we'll look at sold listing activity. So as of the time I put this together, I show we had 11 homes go into closed status this last week from pending. You can kind of see how that compares to the prior 6 weeks here. And then when I look back over the prior 4 weeks of activity, or basically the last month, I show that we had 36 homes close in McMinnville. That's up a couple from the week's prior number, but you can kind of see in general that's been kind of trending down over this past 6 weeks. So a little slower activity for sure on the solds. And then median price and days on market for the sold listings, you can kind of see we were very steady, right around 480,000. This last week, it bumped up to 500,000 was the median sold price in McMinnville. And then days on market, been trending up just a few days, started off at 6. Last week came in at 8. So again, things, had been getting into contract quickly, but not quite as quickly as they were. And then finally, we'll look at the weeks of inventory and the sale price as a percent of the original list price. So the red bars is the weeks of inventory. And here you can kind of really see the, the effects of kind of the slowing market here. So 6 weeks ago, we only had about 2 weeks of inventory, and that has been trending up. This last week came in at just over 5 weeks of inventory, down a little bit from the week prior, but still, a lot higher than it was 6 weeks ago. So still very much a seller's market. Only 5 weeks of inventory is still not a lot of inventory in the grand scheme of things. And then the sale price as a percent of the original list price. You can see we had 5 weeks ago it was a little over 104%, and it dipped down below 100% there for a few weeks. Last couple of weeks has been right at full price. So in general, I would say the market is definitely, moderating from where it was earlier this spring, where, it was hot. Higher interest rates have definitely cooled things a bit. And maybe some good news on that front is this last week, mortgage rates actually did kind of tick back down a little bit from where they were prior. So we'll see if that trend continues or if it's going to be a little volatile here this summer. So I hope that weekly update has been helpful and informative for you. I certainly would welcome the opportunity to become your trusted realtor and help you move through life. So just reach out at 503-680-2065. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions that you might have about what's happening in the market or your situation in general. And I thank you for watching. and have a great day.